Good morning friends, welcome to pre-market update. Yesterday Nifty was down 0.7% and Sensex was also down 0.75%. As we have seen yesterday also markets were down like day before yesterday. So markets has been weak since a few days, and this week market has been overall weak. If you look at FI data, FI was a net seller, net buyer of around for net seller of 47 crores in index futures, whereas they were net buyers of cash market of 174 crores, whereas DIA was a net seller of 299 crores, approximately of 300 crores. The European markets which opened yesterday was on a negative note. DAX was around 0.1% down, CAC was 0.3% down, whereas FTSE was 0.6% down. There was no other changes in US markets there. That was also on a flattish note. Dow and Nasdaq was on a flattish note, little bit on the negative side. And today morning, if you see the SGX Nifty, that is also a little bit on a flattish note. It is minus 8%. So overall markets, we may see muted. Result season is on, and we are expecting quite a big results today also. Now we'll listen to derivative expert.
Good morning friends, I will give analysis on derivatives. Yesterday being the last day of the October series, we have seen Nifty starting on a negative note despite positive cues from the international markets, and thereon we have seen a constant selling pressure in Nifty, especially in the banking sector stock, which were the major underperformer in yesterday's trading session, due to which we have seen Nifty expiring around 8142.70 with a loss of around 0.85% loss. Now, in the open interest terms, we are starting this series with around 2.08 crores in shares of open interest, which is a bit on the higher side. But remember, we have been the lot size is now being getting changed. Now, the Nifty lot size has been the 75 shares per lot, so due to which we do see this kind of an high open interest. While cost of carry, we have been starting with around 5% of cost of carry. That is, Nifty premium is anywhere around 30 odd points compared to its spot. While and put call ratio, this time we have been starting on a very lower side of the put call ratio, that is at 0.86. The last 3 to 4 expiries we have seen the put call ratio have been at around starting at around 0.94, 0.95, and in this series we have been starting at around 0.86. While volatility index have been on the higher side, have inched higher in yesterday's trade. In line with the market going down, we have seen a 3% increase in volatility index at 17.5 levels. Now the rollover activity, now to give you a highlight on the rollover activity, we have seen a very high rollover in Nifty, that is around 74 odd percentage, while on an average we have seen the rollover of around 64-65 odd percentage, while in the last series it was at around 62 percentage. So this time the rollover was quite high at 74 percentage, while on the market wide rollover was also quite high at 84 odd percentage compared to 82 percentage in the last series, and on an average we have seen a market wide rollover of around 81 percentage. So all in all, we have seen a high rollover not only in the major indexes but also in the stock specific action. We have seen a high rollover. Now, to just give a highlight on the Nifty, in last series there was a majority. Last series we have seen a decent bounce back in Nifty from 7,800 to 8,300, and the bounce was backed by some kind of long positions which was been built up by market participants. And seeing the high rollover of around 73%, we do feel most of these long positions have got carried forward to the next series. And due to which the momentum in the market remains positive. On the bank Nifty, also the rollover was quite high at 73% compared to 67% in the last series. Now on the bank Nifty, majority of the build-up, especially in the last 3 to 4 trading sessions, we have seen significant amount of short positions in bank Nifty. So bank Nifty could be and continue to remain as an underperformer, as with the high rollover, we do feel Bank Nifty can see Bank Nifty has seen some kind of short positions getting carried forward to the next series, while the market-wide rollover was decent at around 83 odd percentage. Now to give you a highlight on the sector-wise rollover, majority of the sector, majority of the stock specific has seen a high rollover. Now, especially high rollover seen in automobiles, capital goods, FMCG, infrastructure, oil and gas, power and technology. While low rollover was seen in banking, cement, finance, metals, realty and telecom sector. Now, to give an highlight on the options activity in this series, 8,500 call option remains as the highest in terms of open interest with around 27 lakh shares in it. While in put option, 8,000 strike price remains as the highest in terms of open interest with around 27 lakh shares in it. So, on and all, for this series, the band comes to around 8,000 to 8,500 levels for this series, but seeing 8,000 could act as a crucial support for our market. Not only the psychology but also the technical support is quite strong at 8,000 odd levels. So watch out for if in case market drifts lower at around 8,050, 8,000 odd levels. It's a good opportunity to create long position. There are no securities in bank period for today's trade. While on the FIS terms in yesterday's trade, there were net sellers in index futures of around 48 crores, while index options there were net buyers of 2,100 crores. Stock futures net sellers of 1,000 crores and stock options net buyers of 3.5 crores. Now the market level, our monthly range for that is straddle break-even point for our market comes to the lower range is at 7,800. While the higher range is at around 8393. So accordingly, if in case market breaks any of the direction, we might see the momentum getting continued in that direction for the next trading session. So watch out for the monthly range. While SGX Nifty has been trading flat to positive, it's just up by 6 odd points at 8140. So all in all, to give an highlight on the rollover activity, the rollover was high in Nifty, and we have seen long positions getting rollover. So momentum is still on the positive side. So buying on dips is recommended, and we might see again Nifty testing its previous high of around 8350 of the October series. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now we'll look at today's trading idea. The first idea of the day is Dr. Reddy at CMP 4214. Dr. Reddy's Q2 results were out. Consolidated net profit rupees 722 crores versus pool of 642.86 crores. Action to be taken long Dr. Reddy. Stop loss at 4130, target at 4340 and 4424. The second stock idea of the day is Praj Industry at CMP 86. There also results were out. Net profit at 4.7 crores versus rupees 25 crores, which was very poor set of numbers. If you look at the action to be taken is sell Praj Industry, stop loss 88, target 83 to 81. The third stock idea of the day is Cipla at CMP 619. Cipla to sell its entire 25% stake in Biomap Holdings, Hong Kong. Action to be taken is long Cipla, stop loss at 606, target at 638, 649. The fourth idea of the day is IOC at CMP 393. IOC Delonex wins 9988 square kilometer onshore oil block in Mozambique. Action to be taken long IOC, stop loss at 385, target at 405 and 413. Now we look at the news updates for the day. Reliance Jio looking to partner local cable firms in broadband push. Polaris gets board approval to hive off company BPO business. Government to announce new civil aviation policy today. Powermac wins 60 crores order from Lanco Infra. SEBI likely to consider new investment limits for fund houses. Polaris Q2 numbers were also out at net profit was 47.3 crores versus 38.1 crores. On a QOQ basis, Glenmark Pharma's numbers were out, whereas net profit was at 198 crores versus pool of 187.9 crores. SKF India's Q3 numbers were out, whereas net profit was minus 14.7 crores at rupees 50 crores versus 58.6 crores. On a YY basis, Nestle India Q3 numbers were also out. The net profit was 124 crores versus pool of rupees 228 crores. Grasim Industries Q2 numbers were also out, whereas 17% net up was there at 488.50 crore. Now results which are going to come out today are ITC. The estimates are 2593.60 crores. IPCA Lab at 44.20 crores. L&T Larsen & Toubro at 1102.70 crores. Bharat Electronic at 156 crores. Titan at expected is 173 crores. Apollo Tyres' expectation is 316 crores. ICICI Bank expectations are 2931 crores. Now stocks with positive bias are UCO Bank at 52, ONGC at 247, Mindtree at 1561. Bharat, and stocks with negative bias are Bharat Forge 818, Bata India 494, CAT 1108. Now stocks for investments are Aditya Birla Nuvo at 2118, Maruti at 44443, HDFC Bank at 1102, Tata Motors DVR at 269 and Z Entertainment at 415. Thank you friends, happy investing.